The Book of the Dragonborn by Prior Majesty Plagueis IV. Like Darth Plagueis. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts, and in this book, I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as Dragonborn, down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the Blessed from his own heart and blessed Saint Alicia with this blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alicia's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving Ayleids. Those blessed thus there from the only those amulet of kings and light the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the empire have been dragonborn. And empresses of the first Cyrodiilic Empire founded by remain Cyrodiil, his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim and his Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Because of this connection with the Emperor, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those of us dedicated to the service of the blessed Talos, who was Tiber Septim. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of heredity. Being the blessed of Akatosh himself, it is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor and light the dragon fires are surely the sign of the blessed divine mystery. Of septims have all been dragonborn, of course, which is one reason the simplistic notion of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related. There is also no evidence that Remen Cyrodiil was descended from Alicia, although there are many legends that would make it so. Most of them dating from the time of the Remen and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. Time of Remen and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. We know that the Blades, usually thought of as the Emperor's bodyguard, originated in Akaviri crusaders who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons in the late First Era. They appear to have been searching for a this out, and the Akaviri were the first to proclaim Remen Cyrodiil as Dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akaviri who did the most to promote his standing as emperor, although Remen himself never took the title in his lifetime. And of course, there is no known hereditary contemporary connection between Tiber Septim and any of the previous Dragonborn rulers of Tamriel. Whether there can be more, another mystery. The emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the imperial succession itself means that at the very least there are 2 or more potential Dragonborn at any time. That's very meta. It's very meta of Todd Howard. That's why this game sells. Like, I can just keep re-releasing this game and people will buy it. The current ruler and his or her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints of this, although little is known of their activities during the Antigerum between Remen's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continue to search out and guard those they believed were or might be Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we can come to the question of the true meaning of being Dragonborn. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days where dragons are a distant memory, we forget that in the early days, being Dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Nords tell tales of Dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of the dragons, like they killed, like Thor, I guess. Nords, German myths, Beowulf. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaviri sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion, and there is some evidence that this continues after they became Remen Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard. Again, the connection to dragons, the direct predecessor to the Blades of today. I leave you with what is... Oh, wrong way. Known as the Prophecy of the Dragonborn. It is often said to originate in an Elder Scroll, although it is sometimes also attributed to the ancient Akaviri. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens had been fulfilled and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatosh's gift to Mortallkhan has yet to be fully understood. When Misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the world either wakes and the wheels turn upon the last Dragonborn. Alright, let's take that. Can we take it? Yep, we took it. Let's go. What you want